Okay, so something that I will continually remind you on is the power of a digital pick and shovel, not just when it stands alone, but when it then gets combined with one or more other elements. This is when you begin to really get to that stage where your worth to a certain business or entrepreneur is just immeasurable, okay? And none more so with what we're talking about here. Not necessarily because of the pick or shovel per se, but just the way it can be combined to be used in so many ways. And I'm talking about the use of quizzes, right? So in this way, you absolutely can have one skill where you are a quiz service provider. And what this is just another way that a business or an entrepreneur can get information off somebody. Now, one of the big principles of advertising and marketing that people certainly from my generation try and adopt, whether we are doing advertising or whether we're doing something like this, is we don't want to make it look like an out-and-out pitch, right? So even if you're running an advert in a magazine, you don't want someone to be able to look at it and in 2 seconds say, they're trying to sell me something. I'm out, right? This is what we want to avoid. And probably the best way of avoiding that is a quiz. So for example, with digital picks and shovels, I have a program, a coaching program, a 90-day sort of sprint I like to call onelearnedskill.com. Instead of me going straight to the page on One Learned Skill and saying, here's the One Learned Skill, this is how much it'll cost, I'd love for you to do that with me, what I've got is a quiz to say, what kind of digital marketing service provider would you be, right? So I'm putting a lot of curiosity in somebody. We're putting a handful of questions where someone says, do you prefer to do this or this? Or do you like this or that? And somebody is so excited, they have no idea that at the end of it, it could turn out to be a sales event, all right? They write all this information. The answers come out to them to say, based on the information you gave us, you would be a great copywriter, or based on the information you gave us, you need to be running Google ads or Facebook ads. This is the idea of a quiz. Back in the day, we used to have a survey where we could ask some questions, but in this, what we're doing is we're actually getting the people excited about information they are going to provide, and that information allows us to be able to market and sell to them a lot more accurately. So as a quiz services provider, you will help create the questions, you'll help set up the landing pages, you will help do the after the quiz assessment, because that can be sent as a PDF, or there can be videos to say, oh, well, because you answered A, B, and C, we think you would be very good at X, Y, and Z. So it's a very interesting, it's fascinating. It could be full-time, it could be part-time, it could be every now and again, or it could be sort of quarterly and so on and so forth. But you just have to find the business, the entrepreneur that sort of buys into and understands the significance of how this information from a quiz can both help them sell and market, but even more so, it can help somebody else get closer to understanding, this is what kind of fitness person I am, or this is what kind of investor I am, or this is the kind of digital pick or shovel I should be providing.